Hey everybody, what is going on? Back in the bush. It's Friday. Beautiful out. Gonna rain all day tomorrow, Saturday. We're getting so used to rain this year that that's all we're getting. Every weekend, I'm just so lucky that I have the options that I don't have to work weekends, so I get to enjoy the rain. Very good news, check this out. The Bob X worked. First one, untouched. Second, none of them of these been hit. So Bob X for the win. That stuff actually worked. It kept the rabbits off all these lupins. Things are looking good. The fruit trees, we're going to spray a bit later here because again it's going to rain tomorrow, but we spray them today to be dried nice. I have some shrub and evergreen fertilizer, 1888. I'm going to give them a little shot of that in around the base. Again, it's going to rain tomorrow, so that'll help work the fertilizer in. Over here, a little bit of a gardening day here today to start because it's going to rain. We're going to put a flower bed and plant some flowers here. Might as well put something else for the rabbits to eat, right? That's a peony from the house, which anybody that knows, they get great big huge blooms on them. That's a peony that I planted out front here years ago and it's never taken. And this is a bleeding heart over here in this pot. So we're going to put a bleeding heart in there. We're going to throw a couple peonies in here. They're both, I think, red ones, reddish purple. And we got another one home in the backyard that's white. Maybe the next couple days I'll cut a chunk out of the white one and bring a piece of him over too. So, but for now it's gardening day. Before it starts raining again tomorrow. Had a busy freaking crazy week. Small engine repair, lawn tractor season right now for me. So, but I'm going to get down to start and put a bit of fertilizer in these plants, and then we're going to do some planting. 1888. This is good stuff. These apple trees are good block. And the pear tree. It's a slow release fertilizer, so this will help give them a nice little boost in the spring. And we're going to spray them as soon as we're done doing some gardening over here. Actually kind of all over the place here right now. Brought out a patch of rhubarb. Started that in the corner of the garden here. Brought that from the house too. Nice fresh deer tracks right here. Big old tracks right around the corner. I think that is one thing I planted. They won't eat is actually rhubarb. The raspberries are all coming in. Looking pretty decent. All the shrubs, every one of them has leaves on them going up the hill, and even the base of this guy. There's a blackberry here. Right down the very bottom you can see. These all look good, so I'm going to give them a little bit of tree and shrub fertilizer also while we're here. Give them a little spring boost. Give these guys a little boost in the spring too to get them going. Just a bit around each one. I'm going to go out a little ways from them. These look pretty good already for this early in the year. They're leafing up nicely.
I hear the duck.
Yeah?
Over that way.
Quack! Quack!
There's one in the backwards. Shush.
Yeah, I can't go real deep. Well, I'm going to go deep here. I'm going to have to build it up some because there's not a lot of topsoil here.
Don't throw it too far. I can use that to put in holes. There's one down there that I fall into every time I mow.
Look. Huh? There. Old rotten wood down there, look. Shine it right straight down the hole and show it. That's all wood at the bottom. Rotten wood down there. I've already passed the gravel layer. I'm into rotten wood. It's pretty cool.
Oh.
Well, this is the pad they built. The gravel pad.
Okay.
It was done years ago.
See, he does it old school. I would have had the little tiller out here and just held it until it buried it. So.
There you go. Look down in there. Look how much red is there from this angle going that way. The old bark. You can see it right at the edge of the hole there. You guys can see how red that is. Layer at the bottom. Old rotten tree stumps that are pretty old. Anyways,
Pretty old.
let's put some good soil in here. A bit of bone meal. Then we'll drop in a peony. Now we're gonna have to cover it so the rabbit don't eat it. Or I'm gonna spray it actually with more Bob-X.
Yeah, I think
This'll work.
I think spraying is better than covering it.
Yeah. Well, it worked with the other, right?
Yeah.
Worked really good. So.
But we need some tomato cages, and I don't know if we have two.
The peonies got huge blossoms on them.
Mind you, we have
Huge
time to
blooms.
get 2 new ones.
Bone meal, blood meal, bone meal. Helps with root establishment and all that. And this is a peony from the house. This is the same soil I planted the apple trees with, and they just went crazy right from the get-go. So this will help our peonies. Have to water them too. This is dry. Even though it's going to pour rain tomorrow.
Yep, it is.
Pretty decent chance of living, those guys. They're beautiful peonies. They're such a beautiful flower. You have to support them. They're a silly flower. The heads get massive that they can't support themselves. So they have to, you know, you put up a network of support to help it. It's good for that one, I think. Alrighty, number 2 is already in.
He's that little guy. He's just barely coming up.
Yeah, just starting.
But he's a survivor.
Well, do better than did out front for some reason. These didn't grow out front. Been out there 4 or 5 years now. They just come up and stay tiny. So same thing with the bleeding heart. So he's next. The bleeding heart.
That one's a robin.
Definitely a happy bird. Bleeding heart.
They're one of my favorites. My sister Donna gave me my first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this guy will do better here than out front. Yeah, looks pretty good, eh? Your bleeding heart.
A bleeding heart.
Yeah. Alrighty. So Cindy's a pretty spoiled girl. She doesn't drive anything. So I had a customer call me, an old customer of mine, about a week ago, and said, I got an old lawn tractor I want to get rid of. Do you want the tractor? Why not, right? Because he couldn't get it going and stuff, and needed a bit of work. And needed a few little things, but that's a pretty nice tractor. She's going to have some fun with it.
Look what it says on the back. Oh, can you see that?
Park and brake even works.
Can you see that? Just a second, Dave.
What's it say?
What's it say?
Die hard.
Die hard.
Die hard. With the mower deck.
Let's hope that's not what's gonna happen to me.
Well,
Mind you,
I haven't told him yet about me loading this thing yesterday.
mind you, Dave
Had a bit of
tried.
an incident putting it on the truck. She laughs, but
I do now, but it's scary what happened. They're not lined up at all.
no, I know. So we were at the house anyway. She was inside. She didn't see this. These ramps are quite steep. Okay, the angle of them. And it was even steeper. Like get down, go over there and show the angle.
Yeah.
Go over that way, over this way. Stand over there for a sec. Way over. You can basically see the angle of these ramps. I wanted to get the tractor on the truck. I had a friggin' crazy week. I was pretty tired. It was the end of the day. I've got a plywood ramp, a loading ramp that I use to load and unload equipment. Well, now in a pinch, I figured I'm in a rush. I'll just do it with this and put it on these aluminum ramps. I started driving up. There's no mower in this, as you can see. I got it up to back tires are probably about here. I was 2/3 of the way, and the front started to come up on it slow. I could feel it right, it was right to the balance point, and I stopped. And I could just feel it, I couldn't move. And it was just teetering, and I'm literally, my tires were, these front tires are almost on the tailgate. And I was just sitting there, and I thought, you dumbass, what do? I put it in neutral for a second, I put it in reverse, started backing it up just a bit, and at the last minute, it went over. At the last minute, I had it down almost to here, but I had so much weight transfer going back, so you come right up 12 o'clock, and the tractor went over this way, slammed right down on its side, right down. Hood all friggin' popped off, smashed his elbow on the ground pretty good when I come down too. It was not a gracious get off, but anyway, it didn't hurt me. I got off it safely, I guess. Hurt my elbow, it's a little bit sore.
He says it didn't hurt him. He's got a scrape on his shoulder, a scrape on his head, either side of his butt.
Tough little tractor. You can see the old Craftsman, look at the shape. It didn't hurt it any.
I know, but right I was going to say, you say tough old tractor, I say tough sprout.
Yeah, the best part, check this out. This is the mower deck for it. That is actually in pretty good shape too. But I'm going to leave it off for now because she'll have better ground clearance. Who knows? I can put big tires and make this a mud mower for old Cindy. She can go cruising through the dirt. The mower deck's even in good shape on it.
Do I help? Do I help?
Still cut grass. No, I'm gonna sit it right over here for now. And that pallet. There. Yeah, it's even got the mower deck. So.
Awesome.
Yeah. Fire this thing up. See what it sounds like. You come over here and get on the seat.
Well, why don't you
show you? Okay, we come over. I'm going to show you some of the stuff in this. This one's pretty cool. She's going to have a whole lot easier time driving this one. You can show down here. This one's foot pedal controlled. This foot pedal, once we get it going, the farther she pushes it, the quicker it'll go. It's not a hydrostatic. It's a belt drive. But the way that works, the farther she pushes it, the faster it's going to go. These two controls you're not even going to use.
Nope.
That's for the mower, and this is for the mower. You don't need it.
Nope.
Parking brake is right here. You push this down, which pushes right easy. Your brake is on. Easy as that, right?
Yeah.
You have forward, neutral, and reverse over here. Okay. Throttle and choke is here. That's choke. And turn the gas on. Pretty nice little tractor, actually. I gotta move the seat ahead for her because she's a lot shorter than me, so give me a minute here. She's gonna like this. These are so easy to operate. It's a variable belt system, but it's a foot pedal operated. So okay, put it forward, come to F, no back, just that, no, just that. One more, yeah. Push it easy. Right that way, steer it sharp. She's gonna have a blast on this, because we got a little cart over here. That little wagon right there, that's a little yard cart. So I'll hook that on the back, and should be a good little tractor. I hear a little something ticking underneath, but it'll be all right. It works good. No problem at all. And if you let off, it stops. Very easy to drive. Very, very safe. Very safe. This is awesome. We're gonna get the little wagon out for her. She's loving it. Huh? I don't know. You can turn it around, back it into here for now. We can get the little trailer out. We're gonna get the little trailer out for her too, so she has that to use. headlights even work. How cool is that? Even got headlights. Check this combination out, seriously. How's that for doing yard work? She's all set. I'm gonna see if she can figure, yeah, look at that, she figured it out too. There she goes. Pretty cool. Wow. She can have fun with this. That's an actual Troy-built Gardenway incorporated. Brian Keating, you'd get this. Gardenway, Troy-built. When I got that tiller, this cart came with that tiller. And back 30 years ago, this little cart was probably $600 or $800, right? They're all pressure-treated plywood and stuff. That's been sitting out of the weather here for years, and it's still in really good shape, so. But she's gonna love this for carting stuff around here. Maybe even we start moving a bit of earth out of here pretty soon with the digger, she can play with that too. So, but that little trailer is perfect because it's not too big for that tractor. I've got a bigger one here, the one we were hauling behind the ATV. It takes a hitch ball, 7/8 ball. This one just takes a 1/2-inch pin, right? But there you go. She's already out here. Quite a unit. Quite a unit.
That's cool.
Works good. Awesome. So nice to see already this year all these flowers. They're called bluets. And you can just barely see the white here. They're actually light blue. Check these guys out. They're beautiful. And the field is covered with them out here. They're going to be just everywhere. Within a week or so, this place just turns, it almost looks like snow on the grass. And the sad part is when you got to mow, you got to mow them off, right? For the first time.
Wild violets.
Wild violets, there you go, look at that. Cute little fella too.
Yeah.
So nice to see. I love winter. I love all the seasons in the Maritimes that we're at. It's so nice because it's, I mean, we got a snowmobile now, right? Well, how better could it be? Anyway, anybody looking to buy a sled? Anyways, it's nice that it's getting back into summer again, or spring anyway. Even though, again, I've been so busy at the house, I didn't even touch the motorcycle last week, or didn't even touch the truck. Didn't even get to work on the truck because I was too busy. But anyway, done rambling. More bluets here. And it's so cool when you see them in person. They're so beautiful. They're just a little natural, some kind of wildflower.
Next week we'll have more. It will look like snow.
We want to go fiddlehead picking here soon. They're popping up already around, and last week in our supper, we just ate the last ones from this year, or from last year that we picked. We're going to do that again pretty soon, maybe even tomorrow. But the weather is not looking good at all. 25 to 30 millimeters of rain, so that's over 1 inch of rain again, they're saying, for tomorrow. So we just can't win this year. Every weekend, I feel so sorry for people that do work all week long, and they only have the weekends. There's at least a little bit of flexibility now that I can kind of work around the bad weather if I wanted, and work in the garage on a rainy day. And luckily I have that freedom now. But anyway,
should we take flames on?
Cindy wants flames. We might put flames. Did I show you guys? Did I show them the rhubarb? Yes, I showed the rhubarb when I was putting the brought that from the house and deer tracks. I already showed that. No, nice little tractor. She's gonna enjoy this. And look, we got the first black flies are coming out. The first black flies. Yeah. There's no flies here yet, no insects, but they're coming very soon. And I'm gonna try to get a load of manure, cow manure or something,
that's hard to find,
next week before we till the whole garden again and get it ready. The soil is wonderful in here as it is. I've put a lot of amendments in it over the years, composting that each year. But I'd kind of like to try a load of cow poop.
Cow poop.
Yeah. All right, we're going to head back into the cabin for now. Awesome. She's gonna have some fun with this. Cindy's new hot rod. Might have to get some decals with some flames on it. I got some stick-on flames. They look kind of cool. We'll do her up a little bit. Asked her if she wanted hot pink. She said, nah, she's not that much of a girl. Quite a rig. Well, I guess planning this worked out pretty good in the kitchen cabinets. Daisy's down there having some food. She thinks it's pretty cool in there. Left that spot open for kitties. Oh, there she is. Look, you're a superstar. Sniff it. What a cat. Yeah, she likes it in there. Fred hasn't seen it yet, but he's upstairs having a nap, I think, in the box. Let's see if Fred's up here. Let's see. Is he right there? Are you there, Fred? Now I gotta look at the video and see if Fred is up there. Yeah. Well, on recent review of the video, Fred is not in the box, so we're not sure where he is, but he's up there somewhere. He'll be down eventually. He's gonna get hungry eventually. Cindy's going looking for the cat. Well, I'm finally doing up my dormant oil spray because I almost forgot again. And Cindy just reminded me I had to make out spraying those trees today. So I've already got the oil in. This is the lime sulfur. This is nasty looking stuff. It's supposed to be 40 mils and this holds 60, so I'm going to say that's about 40. I've already put 20 of the dormant oil insecticide in. Look at this stuff. Wow, crazy looking stuff. Yellow. And I have to add a liter of water to it. Shake it up. We're going to go out and spray the trees.
Yeah.
Wow, that stuff ever smell bad? Orange, look at that.
It smells like Bobex.
Yeah, it's not like Bobex, but it's definitely better than Bob. Pretty stinky though. That's the sulfur. Sulfur, right? Is rotten eggs. So. Anyways, going outside to spray my trees. No, I'm gonna get a coat of this spray on these trees before it starts raining. So let's spray these bad boys. And right in here, right up. This stuff ever stink? Must be the sulfur, right? Sulfur. You can see the tips are just coming out on the leaves. My God, does it ever stink? Not as bad as Bobex, but man, oh man, it's not a lot better. Spray every direction, every side of it. You're supposed to cover it, coat it. They say to coat it. Protect it from critters. Pear tree. It's all starting to leaf out too. Remarkable considering what these went through last year. Everybody saw the videos where the porcupine friend basically destroyed this and chewed every branch off it. They're coming back nice. They're going to take right off this year. I hope I have to pull the tops right off these. But I'm hoping. There. That stuff ever stink. Whew. It's the sulfur in it, I guess. Smelly, smelly, smelly. Lime sulfur. Well, there we go. I finally get to spray my trees with dormant oil. Time to head back inside, see how Cindy's making out. What a friggin' day. It is Saturday afternoon. We knew it was going to rain, but you got to see how dark it is out. We knew it was going to rain. You got to see it out there. We just had thunder and lightning here a minute ago, and I don't know we're going to see any more, hear anymore. Okay, this is really funny. Our duck, there's a duck in the middle, you know, I know you guys don't want to hear about the duck anymore, but he's standing on a rock in the middle of the brook. He's still here. But what a day. It's rained all day. Just kind of kicking back, not doing a whole lot. Enjoying the day. And it just went downhill pretty good here for me. Oh, by the way, guess who's sitting on the rock right here in the middle? Mr. Quacker. He sat, it's kind of funny because he was sitting on the side pond down here, back and forth, and the weirdest thing, I don't know enough about ducks, but we saw him here. There's three. There's a pair, male and female, and then this is the odd man out, I believe. Because yesterday, when we got here, on the side brook down here, there was one sitting, and with him, I think, sat there about an hour. Thought, oh, that's cool. Thought maybe he's waiting for her to show up. Well, then a while later, look over here in the front, and there's two of them. Because I put a bit of seed down there for them. Wild bird seed.
Who's coming to eat?
So, I still don't know. I still somehow think this could be the first duck, and she comes and goes to go in her nest. But her and him were there all morning. Like, I get up at 6 o'clock this morning, and there was two of them standing in the middle of the brook. They were here till at least lunchtime. So they were here 5 or 6 hours. So if she had a nest somewhere with eggs in it, she would have gone long. They only leave them an hour, they say. Anyway, so guess what Davy Dum Dum did last night? We were sitting over here, and we were going to watch a video. I had a pop sitting there, a can of Coke. Do I have to tell you what happened after? Seemed okay last night, even though it was screwing up a tiny bit. We'd be watching a video on YouTube, and all of a sudden it would just reset right back to the first minute and a half or whatever in the video. And it kept doing that on its own, but then we watched videos all evening. I never touched the keyboard. I ran everything off the mouse. Well, try to log in today. Keyboard's screwed. Bunch of the buttons, you hit like the V, it gives you 3 dots. You hit the C, it gives you 3 dots. The next 2 rows of letters up, you're getting nothing. I think I freaking screwed my laptop. Last thing I need this week, on top of a bunch of lawn tractors I got to work on, busy as hell at home. I can't even make this video for you guys, I guess, until I either get this fixed or buy a new laptop. Well, then I'm going to have to get the software program again, I guess, my editing software. Hopefully I can take it to somewhere and they can fix it. Anyway, frustrating day. Be more frustrating to be a duck, though. It's downpouring out here right now. Absolute downpouring. But it doesn't seem to bother him. Just a duck on a rainy day. So cool. Well, as usual, it's already Sunday morning. Time to bail out of here again. It poured freaking rain all day yesterday. I don't know how much rain we got. The brook come up severely overnight. The water's way higher right there in the brook now. Ducks coming and going constantly, so we're expecting we're going to see some little ducklings here in a few weeks. This is the 5th week now we've been seeing them in the brook here. Every day they're down here. Anyway. How to ruin a laptop in 2 easy steps. So anyway, I don't even want to talk about that, but I'm going to have to go buy a new laptop this week. I'm hoping that when I go home, I can plug an external keyboard in and it's still going to work, so I can get my files and stuff out of it. I tried to remove the keyboard last night. I removed it, and you probably won't be installing another one, put it that way. So anyway, I'm hoping I can run it off an external one, because I do run an external mouse, but first world problems. Been quite a weekend, didn't get a whole lot done, but at least we got the plants in the ground, and the bonus is nothing ate any of them. They're all looking great. So the Bob X for the win, that's working for sure. Anyway, we're gonna bail out of here in a few minutes. Cynthia and I, sorry it was not a whole lot going on this weekend. Next weekend we got lots planned, so thanks for being along for the trip as usual. Live simply, remain grateful. We'll talk to you soon.